Do you know the other thing that happens is people go all business on top and then they're all like wearing like no pants.
Pajamas.
Awesome.
Okay, now I gotta look at my hair.
That's
Okay.
great.
Okay, so okay, we'll start officially. So we are excited to introduce Deanna Embury, who owns Blended for You, which I don't know if you've tried these amazing smoothies, but they are super healthy, super yummy. They have every kind of ingredient that you will keep you going even healthier than you were before this virus came along and kept us inside. And you can get it delivered to your house. And I have had like an ongoing delivery for probably a year, and I love it. So welcome, Deanna.
Thanks, ladies. It's so good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to connect. And thank you for the awesome intro.
Okay, good. So a question for you. You are a small business owner, and it's pretty tough right now, like for small business. And what have you seen or done or changed with this new environment?
Yeah, it's been really crazy for us, like it has been for everybody, and in a sort of a bit of a shocking, fast way. Like for us, it really happened in what felt, it was longer, but it felt like 48 hours was like the sort of critical turning point. And so what, on the toughest side, it was, it's been, a good portion of our revenues, this is of the other side of the business, is that we provide product to a lot of small, fast casual, like smoothie, like cafes, and they use our products for their smoothie bars. And so, both from a business owner point of view, like that revenue stream just sort of cut, and we were like carrying in, all those things that happen when this happens. But then also to watch like a lot of, like, we're friends and we know a lot of these people, we built relationships with them, and to watch them go through it, it was a on the other side of that, we are an online business. We deal with frozen product. We are a closed production, and we are able to continue that and really provide a product and a service in a time like this. So I'm grateful for that.
And did that part grow?
Yes, it did. Yeah. Not to the equivalent, let's say, but it certainly, let us keep our staff on, and it's not that it's easy by any means, but we are certainly, I'm grateful that we aren't in the position where we just simply had to close and lay off all our people. And that's really the hard piece, right? You want to just keep your people going. Everybody's just sort of in the state of, wow, what is going on? And you just want to keep that, what you can do, you do. And
they're all nervous, and they're looking to you for some sort of comfort and, assurance.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's hearing they're going to lose jobs. And then the other side, even connecting, people who I know had to like close restaurants with groups that are hiring, anyone who's doing grocery or online and deliveries and things. So there was just sort of like, you kind of just had to like just move and pivot and be like, where can I help here? And that's kind of what we moved into doing. Yeah.
We've been saying that each day of this new life is exponentially bigger than days before. Yeah. So 2 weeks ago was just a whole other world. and how drastically it's changed, and people have to really think on their feet, and people are getting creative. Yeah. It's kind of cool to watch what people are doing.
So much good sort of in the community, and you can get really exhausted by like heavy news and heavy listening and all the numbers and all the things that start to be bombarded us. And then you also have to just turn around and look at you've been posting about the hearts on walls and the cheering, like things that everybody can do that just make situation. And it certainly isn't easy, and not diminishing how hard that all of this is, but there is an approach you can take that can make it a little bit better, self-care being one of them.
Exactly. And before we got cut off there, you were talking about the discount you're giving to
so anyone who's a frontline worker. We started thinking about, I was like, okay, all these healthcare workers that are working long shifts, aren't able to get to the grocery store before it closes at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, are concerned about being in public spaces, have working long shifts and not having access to healthy food. So our product can be, you know, blended, or you can just soften it and eat straight from the pack with a spoon. So, you know, no brainer for us. Anyone who's frontline working, thank you so much. And they get 25% off all their blended orders from now through May 31st. They just email me and I set them up with their own personalized code, and they are good to use it as often as they want. Even if they're gift giving or they have their own families that they're trying to take care of, it's just meant to support them. And then through that, which has been really cool, is, I mean, we're a small business and we can go so far, you know, with in terms of what we subsidize, but then we've had a couple of companies and individuals step up to donate packages. So we can just do straight donations to teams at the hospitals, or, you know, whether it's fire halls. So we, instead of it going to just the individual, we are coordinating right now with individuals who are leading teams. So like head RNs, you know, anyone who's working within a department in a hospital, and organizing to get a care package so that they just have a bunch in their freezer there that they share. So it's not that they have to worry about even ordering. As much as that we can do would be amazing. And then we're subsidizing that as well. So for every Good Food Gratitude 8-pack that's purchased, we add 2 more in. So we're doing those types of things. And it's a way that you can give back by spreading the word about it. So with the subsidy program, and you can buy a Good Food Gratitude pack. Companies can, you know, buy X amount. In any gift pack that goes out, we include a card from the individual or the group. So whether it's 1 pack or 10 or whatever it is, it will be coming from Blended and the company or the individual. So it's just kind of a nice way to, again, people don't really know how to help sometimes.
Yeah.
And so that I'm like thrilled that we can, you know, help. Like I dropped one off to someone who couldn't get a delivery on our regular routes, and he was like so happy to get it. And I was like, okay, this is what this is supposed to be for.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So it's cool. Yeah.
I had a question. Ruthie and I have often given boxes of smoothies as gifts to clients, and you know, even a year's worth of smoothies to some clients as a healthy housewarming present. And can people go online to place an order like that, or and to maybe even order it for friends or family? Can they do that?
Absolutely. So on our website, where, you know, it's an online ordering website. So there is a gift section. So if it's for somebody's like, how do you give a birthday gift right now? You know, like what are you giving? And you can't see the person. So we have everything from celebrate you to Good Food Gratitude to get well, gift packages that are curated, or you can build your own. So you can just pick 10 smoothies or 8 smoothies. It's an 8 minimum, or one of the packages. And in the notes section, so we always ask, so if you purchase one and it's being shipped to somebody else, we always check in to see, hey, is this a gift, and do you want to include a card with it? So we include a little note from you, the same way as if you were going to send flowers or something, you get a little card in there.
Yeah.
You can give them to yourself because you should celebrate you. Yeah, absolutely. You can buy gift cards, and we'll always make sure, so if someone orders one, we always make sure we connect in with the recipient before just shipping it out. We don't just sort of like ship it out and hopefully the person understands it's coming. Like we always connect in and let them know they've got a package coming. So it's a great way to, you know, tell someone you're thinking about them. We have people buying them for parents, like elderly parents. So they just want to make sure they're getting good nutrition every day, and they're, you know, having them blended or straight from the pack with a spoon. So yeah, email me any questions for sure. I'm happy to help set up something.
How far abroad what's the farthest you can ship? Just, I'm curious, because sometimes we have people now that they can't go and drop things or see their parents. That is something cool like this is super helpful. So we are in BC. We are, I think, probably Prince George is as north as we go for shipping. We do all overnight. If it's like out of those areas, it ships just through Purolator overnight, in like stay frozen packages. So I would say sort of like all lower mainland, everywhere around. We are going as far as Kamloops, Kelowna, Penticton, that stretch is covered. And then Alberta, we're the entire kind of Edmonton, Red Deer, Calgary belt, and sort of put a radius of like 40 miles around it. So we cover a good distance. We're not,
east yet. We did sign a space in the Danforth in Toronto 3 weeks before this happened, so we're a little delayed there. But we hope to get direct-to-customer going in Ontario within, I'd say, 8 weeks. Not the whole concept, but at least be able to ship out in there. So yeah, we're still kind of just pushing ahead.
What's your most popular smoothie right now?
I would say the Remedy, which is kind of like the Cadillac Health one. It's the green with, banana, turmeric, B12, fresh gingers, all the green ones. The green line is definitely like champion right now. But we're also finding, because people are ordering boxes for their family to have, like everyone has kids at home and they're like, what am I going to feed them all day long? So we are starting to see more mix up of even some of the kids faves. Like there's a section of kids faves on the site. So where it used to be someone ordering for themselves, we're starting to see larger family orders come in, because they're like, well, all the same things. Now your kids are home like all the time.
What's the most creative thing you've seen people do with your smoothies, like outside of acai bowls or...
It's more where they use them. So someone took one like cliff climbing, and was like, oh, I'm up here, because you can have them, if they soften up, you can pretty much just shoot them back. So it's been like, cycling in Hawaii, they've shipped them in, or like a friend of mine shot me a photo of them, like just after surfing, and like just kind of different areas that people will bring them with them, so creatively, it's, definitely, there's been some fun smoothie bowls, but they're pretty much like, it's kind of that you can use them almost anywhere, right? You can camp with them. You can, there's some really great ones that you can mix for cocktail hour in. If you don't want a sugary slushy drink, you can use
What?
Oh, that's a good idea.
What?
You get your greens in, a little vodka or tequila.
Yeah.
We have one called the after party. Should you, have a little bit too much wine and video chat time, which we've all done so far. So
Perfect.
Yeah, so
these are all coping strategies, though. These are all coping strategies.
And staying healthy is, I think, just mentally and physically, I was laughing at this, not laughing, but a little bit like, okay, this stat that there's been a 40% increase in alcohol sales since COVID sort of came down. And I was like, that's going to have I know it's people stocking, but I was like, okay, we need to make sure that the other side is taken care of too, like your mental and physical health, and that, it's exhausting to not treat your body well. So these are important times. Yeah.
Lastly, Deanna, what do you think is the silver lining that you are going to see or have seen since this change has happened to all of us?
It's I think there's going to be a positive around connection and community. And this is something we were looking at even before this happened, was what are people missing and what do they need right now? And we had been working with a group on, really, when we really started to look at what was happening in communities. And I know it sounds like this is strange to say when people are isolating, but human connection, like doing things like video calls instead of always on your phone and texting, it's not the same thing as seeing somebody's eyes and their smile. And I think the positive in that is that people will reconnect through things like this. People will get back in touch with people they probably have been meaning to get in touch with and just haven't had the time. And also recognizing, or realizing and having an appreciation for everything that we did have and we still have and hope, we will have. We're going to go through a tough period. This is a marathon, I call it, not a sprint, but I think appreciation and connection are two of the things that will come out of this. And, whether it's people, health, having your health, and everyone's so passionate about their health. I'm like, you need to take care of yourself, right? And that's what I would think.